NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Chicago Bears. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
Caleb going to throw right away. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw, Williams. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Bears at 7-5 now of the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Off the bootleg, it's Williams. He'll try and do this himself. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Second down and 3. Once again, it's Swift. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right?
Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
What is up?
He raises complete, caught by Moore. So So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
No gain on the play.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
His guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
19. 18 Cardinal.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. 65 check. 65 check. Steady.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Finding room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
A gain of 7. And the Commanders' 1st down.
Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Panther 11. Let's go.
They go play action. Daniels. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Luke Musgrave with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Commanders 7, Bears 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
To throw, it's Williams. open man down the field. That's Burden. And he's taken down inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
To the air, Williams. Dunze wide open. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Dunze, 29 yards. And the Bears are once again back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And bulldozing his way through. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Dragon 6, Dragon Lions.
Now a handoff to Rodriguez. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Panther 60, 79 Broncos.
Here's Daniels. Short throw to Musgrave. Called a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
31 yards on the punt there, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
2 yards still to go, 3rd down now. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That one good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Throwing is Williams. He'll get this into the hands of the Dunze. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up third and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the three. Instead, they allowed him room to run. And that
got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Luther Burden from 6 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
They're on 33-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Like 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 18 Pioneers.
To throw is Daniels. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Daniels looking to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
19 Tiger.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Over the middle, complete. It's Lane. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Daniels going to throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Ready up.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. No. Reno. Go.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
70 Rangers. 18. Pioneer. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Now Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Luke Musgrave in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Commanders 14.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. For the left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Ready.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Hawk 70.
Another run for Gibbs here. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And McLaurin, the motion man right. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. The Commander's going to bring out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw is Williams. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
That's good for a Bears first down.
Play action. Now Williams. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Williams. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, Williams. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points. Yeah.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Check. Maxwell 80. Florian 70. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Looking to throw. Daniels. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
For a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
Back to throw. Daniels. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ranger.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Lane. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run here with Rodriguez. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep him. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
60 Eagles, 19 Lions.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Slings this deep from the corner. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And this one is right down the middle. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Off the bootleg, it's Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. Now a handoff up the middle. Westbrook. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
They'll keep it on the ground. Westbrook shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Moore, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken a fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Off the play fake, Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it. And he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Come on, come on. Hey, Cougar 19. Unlock line, unlock line. Check, hurt. Ready.
They'll go again with Gibbs. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
19 tight. 60 average. Hawk 70. Warrior 70. 60 by 6.
Daniels from the gun on third down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Commanders 27, Bears 24.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
What is that?
To throw, it's Williams. And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
What is that?
To the air, Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
What is that?
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got this complete to Burden. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
16 more yards.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Up the middle they go. Westbrook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. He'll look to throw. He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's a handoff to Swift. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Back to throw. To the left side, he's got his tight end Loveland. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A big play looming on 3rd down. He's back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
On the jump.
This is 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Panther 11. Panther 11.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's to Lane. He's got it outright. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Here's 2nd down.
Come back team. Come down. Cowboy 80.
Throwing now is Daniels. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
We got Hornet! Hornet!
They'll go play action here with Williams. To the left side into the hands of Odunze. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Here's Williams. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. And now 3rd and very long. Are you cautious here?
I think you have to be, because the first mantra of any football game is don't lose it. Then you give yourself a chance to win it. And if you go ahead and force something now, take a big shot that doesn't pay off, you didn't help your defense out at all.
Yeah, especially here in overtime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Westbrook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
I think before the kickoff, the mindset was 3 points keeps us in the game. We keep it tied, we keep playing. But after that return, I think the mindset changes in a big way. Let's go ahead and end it and get 6 points and go home.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Lynch up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
He finds his man, complete. That's Lane. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home, so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Washington, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.